Welcome to the big show. This is Investing with Confidence. I am your host, Joshua David, and we are happy to have you with us today. As always, I have my good friend on the show. It is Gopher Saturday. How you doing today, Al?
You know what? I always feel fantastic when we're doing this show. Love doing the show, so I'm fantastic. How about you?
I'm doing good. It's always a good time talking about the financial markets, helping our listeners make better investing decisions. And we have a jam-packed show here today. We have a lot to talk about with these financial markets. We had a nice drop in the market this week, a great opportunity for investors as they're using markets in down markets, or strategies, I should say, in down markets. S&Ps, the Dow, NASDAQ, all down on the week, especially Friday, and big drop on Friday. That's a great thing for people that are shorting the market. Mm-hmm. We also talk a lot about oil. Oil actually retraced and erased some losses from the past week or so. That's not good for everybody at the pump, though, so keep aware of that.
Correct.
Hedge your positions. The U.S. dollar comes screaming back a little bit, had a nice up week, and that's actually dictating a lot of the moves in the stock market as well. And Online Trading Academy, the sponsor of Investing with Confidence, on their 25th year, teaching people investing and trading skills to make smarter investing decisions in their accounts. Now, when we talk about accounts, that can be regular retail trading accounts. That can be 401ks, IRAs, whatever retail or investment account you're using, is making smarter decisions in there. And how you do that is building skills to trade like the institutions, like the big money, the smart money, the banks, the Buffetts of the world. So there's a difference in success, Al. We talked about this last week a little bit, about how the smart money and the banks are always creating income in the markets. Right. And there's a gap there between the success of the novice and the big banks. Mm-hmm. It seems like the big banks are using different techniques and strategies or tools, but here's a little teaser. They're actually not.
Right.
They're using the same tools that we can use as regular people. So what are some of the things that you're talking about right now in investing classes here at Online Trading Academy to help people not get taken advantage of in these markets?
Well, you threw out a lot of things there, Josh, that might have some people confused. You started out by saying we had a nice drop in the market. That was a great opportunity.
Yep.
Well, a lot of people don't know how to take advantage of those opportunities, don't know that they can, or certainly don't know what they are, what the strategies are. You mentioned a short, you mentioned shorting, you mentioned hedging, you mentioned oil. Those are all things that we cover in these classes, so we don't mean to throw out too many words here that confuse you. Those are all things that are kind of game changers for you, that will help you to be able to trade more like the people we're talking about, the pros, the big firms, the Wall Street banks. And there is a difference. And most of the students that are coming in are realizing that. They understand that their portfolios have done well over the last few years, and they should have, but they also realize that the big firms, the smart money, have done a lot better. And they want to know why there's a difference there. And the difference is really the big firms are using things that you might not have access to, because you do have access to them. It's just that they haven't taught you about them, and they really don't want you to know how to use them, because they have to have somebody in the opposite side of a trade. So this is kind of there's two parties to every trade. There's somebody that's buying, someone that's selling, and if the institutions are buying, and they always buy low, by the way, it means they have to find somebody willing to sell low, which is exactly the opposite of what you should do. You know, we've been conditioned to think we have to do fundamental analysis or use any one of, or two or three of 300 or 400 different technical analysis indicators. But here's the bottom line, and the fact is, Josh, that if there are more buy orders for a stock than sell orders, price will go up. And if there are more sell orders for a stock than buy orders, price will go down. It's that simple. You don't need to do the fundamental analysis. It's already done for you by the big firms. The reason they are buying something at a certain price is that they have analyzed the dickens out of a stock or a company. They know what true value is, and that's where there may be millions of buy orders at a certain price that they feel is a true value. Well, what if you could identify in advance where those levels were, where the buy levels were, where there were a bunch of buy orders and a bunch of sell orders? Those are the two key components to a trade, knowing when to get in when to get out.
Yep. And I like how you said that the concept is actually simple, but people complicate it. They make it complicated with all these technical indicators and all this analysis that who even knows what the heck you're reading all the time. But here's the thing. The institutions, they're doing all the research.
Yep.
What we want to do is find out where they're buying and where they're selling, the supply and demand, and just trade like them. And you kind of, in these investing classes that you teach, you bring that full circle with people, and so they can see what it is. People are visual learners. These are visual learning investing classes that Al teaches that I want to give away some tickets to see how these markets work. How we can make smarter decisions in our retirement accounts, in our income accounts, hopefully to have a better future. That's what it's all about. So I want to give away some tickets since it's at the beginning of the show for callers 1 through 10. When you call in now, you're going to receive 2 tickets for this investing class right here in Bloomington. Call 952-814-4410. You can also text the word invest to the number 484848. Click the link when we text you back. You got to pick a date. We're going to give away a cryptocurrency foundations course. I'm going to talk about that in the next segment. You're going to get that when you register as well. Al, what do you got coming up next?
Well, let's talk about, as a trader or investor, what's as or more important than knowing what to do.
What's important in your investment decisions coming up next. 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets for the investing class and the cryptocurrency course. This is Josh and Al, Investing with Confidence. We'll be right back.